Told him I ain't selling it for nothing less than lavish.
No, come on, man.
Draco made a hit with this one.
Yeah, and Jazzy had no chill with this hun floating. I'm hoping there's no breaks in this run potent. I'm chosen, this is not a diss song, the token. Welcome back, y'all. Happy to have y'all here. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jazzy. Today we're just gonna go through and just pick up an energy vibration and just go ahead and express that. Before we do that, I want to incorporate my own energy and my own insight on just the vibration of what I feel, and then furthermore go into more of what the cards tell me. Today we have some tarot cards, so oh my gosh. Today has been a lot of ups and downs. Today has allowed me to really see the power and abundance, or the power and support, whether that be through you supporting someone or someone supporting you, and seeing how that just changes everything in your day. People out here, including myself, I've been in stages of mass abundance, and I just remember my mindset behind that was not really recognizing the power that it is to be able to distribute and also balance out reciprocity. So I've been really acknowledging just different states and how it's separation within that rather than a blend. Lately I've been feeling like a little bit fed up with the reality of life, fed up with my reality. Not saying that I'm not blessed, because I am absolutely blessed, but my blessings are in a way where it's I would call it inadequate. It feels inadequate because I can't share in the way that I want, and I also can't receive properly in the way that I want at this point. Why that is, I think it's just a form of process, is a form of me having to realize just how important those small little details in your life can be. And with that, I also take more appreciation for those things that are going in my way, like my car not giving me problems, or my home being safe and secure and comfortable. But also, I just look forward to better days. I look forward to days that go my way, and I've had so many of those days, even days where it went better than I could have imagined. So in days where things don't usually go my way, I still have a form of appreciation, and I definitely recoup and recharge and continue to do what's necessary, because this time is very important. I think in my heart this is one of the most important times in my life, and I'm happy that I'm getting it on camera. Just came from the pool and it was so beautiful. I spent a lot of time underwater, and apparently that's not a good thing, like to hold your breath. But this guy timed me today, like it was popping. Tomorrow's Father's Day, so there's a lot of people at the pool. I held my breath for like a minute and 40 seconds. I could have held it a little bit longer, but when I came up, he was like, "Oh, I was getting worried because you hold your breath underwater for too long. It'll like stop the oxygen level going to your brain," or some shit he said like that. And it was like crazy, because the more I held my breath underwater, the deeper I went into the psychosis of, or I don't want to call it psychosis, but like a trance of just being so much more in tune with my body. There was times where I held myself underwater, and I actually didn't really feel like I was out of breath after a while. Like I felt like, damn, I know I'm holding my breath longer than normal, but because I'm in a state of actually being present and just losing touch of just the physical realm, like it was just almost a state of nothingness. And it reminded me of like what I would say it would feel like when you're in your mom's belly, and I felt at home in that water. That was the best part of today, y'all, and I needed that. I have no reason to complain though, so we're gonna pull out a card and see what energy is going for today. I hope your day was good. It's strange because my day didn't go well, and I don't know if it's because I was taking on the energy of a lot of people around me, but I feel like a lot of people had a lot of shit going on today, and it was just kind of like just getting along with the day, because it's supposed to be a celebratory time, and it is a celebratory time. It's a lot of new things processing in this world. We got a card that flipped out. We got Justice. But we have a lot of new beginnings, and I love that the justice card. I'm shuffling it like this now. It looks a little wild, but that one clearly popped out. And with these new beginnings, it's quite scary because oftentimes, like with experiences, like I'm 27 now, so if anybody's younger than me, I don't know if you can gain from it, or even people older than me, but specifically people younger than me, because right now I'm starting to recognize just how irreversible life is in my life and the choices that I made. And sometimes that make me ponder more on my future choices, or what I think that I want, and how long do I think that I want it. Got this justice card. I'm gonna see if another card can pop out. I have a couple cards thinking they're gonna pop out, but before I started this video, I actually took the time to put all my cards upright and actually just look at all the cards, because there's a lot of cards that I don't pick, and there's a lot of cards that I pick a lot of the time. So in my head, I'm thinking that the shuffling will allow whatever is most aligned for me to pop out. And if it's really for me, then I'll know what's underneath. 6 of Wands. I like that the justice card popped out, because I do feel like justice is definitely being served. I think that my karma is definitely hitting me, and I feel okay about it. It makes me feel tired, but also I feel okay because I've seen how things that transpired since probably a lot of years ago has been kind of coming back into my reality right now, and obviously making sense. My decisions that I made, like for the past 3 years or the past 27 years, has made me who I am right now. And I'm not saying I'm unsatisfied where I'm at, but I do feel like there's so much more to know. And I feel like maybe people that are older than me can acknowledge that 27 is really when you start to ponder on the things that you've done and the things that you want to do. And justice is so necessary. I definitely look forward to justice and receiving what I know I deserve, because I make it a point to appreciate people, appreciate myself, and also grow. Today is my 3rd day being sober, and I'm just getting more and more sensitive. Like, I don't even want to drink. I don't even want to even talk sometimes. I enjoy being around people. I enjoy being in environments and experience, and I don't think I lost touch of that. But I used to be a lot more interested in that. I used to be a lot more interested in just wanting to get to know people, and I find myself not being in that vibration anymore. And that's so sad. It's kind of sad. Now, I don't necessarily want to be like that forever, but I'm content with being in my own space and being okay with that, because I just need to let the air clear a little bit more. Angels, can I get one more card? One more card that's going to talk about this energy that I need to talk about in this video. Yeah, one more card, angels. One more card, y'all. Today, we got the Wheel of Fortune popped out, but there's too many cards that popped out with that. Okay, we got 2 more cards. I could take these. Ooh. So we got the Page of Pentacles. And we also had the 3 of Wands along with Justice. I don't think I've ever pulled any of these cards, but I definitely feel, with me being in a new state of mind, a more clear, a more balanced, a more natural state, what one would say, I like it, but it makes life seem a little bit like, I don't want to say like I'm over it, but it makes it seem, it's just I don't know. There's an underlying, like something that made me want to cry about it. I don't know why. You got the 3 of Wands though. Let's read what this one is talking about, and then we're going to go through more subject matter. Sorry, y'all, I don't have a topic today, but definitely want to get on camera and just document my energy of today because, of course, I did a lot. I've been doing a lot this weekend, but I do want to also take time for deeper insight, the spiritual impact, and sometimes I don't have time to meditate. Sometimes I don't have time to listen to my affirmations or even just to make sure I drink water. But it's important to me. So let's read what the Page of Pentacles is talking about. It says, this page is truly dedicated and focused on their goals. She might be young or inexperienced, but she has a drive and determination needed to venture forward. Don't disregard this person. They are truly talented and will rise to the occasion when it comes. If the page is you, it's time to focus up and commit to that thing you've been daydreaming about. Start taking concrete steps to bring that magic into the world. And yeah, how many times can y'all warn me about things like that, angels? Because I definitely know that I'm a vessel to be reckoned with, but it's also that element of like flow and just flowing. That's all I've been doing. Flowing, it takes a lot. And of course you have to take those steps. Of course there's things that I know I want to do, like being more consistent with my trading, or being more consistent with my work, or being more consistent with just, like I said, my lifestyle and habit. And I just take it one thing at a time, and I've been really taking it slow. I've had moments in my life where I took it so fast and I completely changed myself, and that's why I didn't eat meat for over 5 years, maybe even 6 years. A lot of people know me as that person, but I was raised off eating meat, and it was a process. It was so easy for me to start eating meat again, and I could contribute that to so many things, but I don't regret it because, man, I went on the scale the other day, and I'm like, wow, Kayla, I was bigger in high school, and I'm 27 years old. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I just know that I don't want to say I'm not happy with myself, but I just know that there's a lot of room to grow. There's a lot more comfortability that I can gain with myself, and also in my life, and the things that I want to do and the things that make me worth it. I sit around and I look at people. Like today we went at the pool, and I happened to talk to this person, that same person that told me that I'll be losing oxygen if I stay on the water for too long. But they were just talking to me and just their life. Like a lot of 27-year-olds don't have a life. It's so unfortunate because they're giving their life to a corporation or giving their life to a construct, whether that be being a parent or whether that be working, going to school, or building up a dream. And it's like, life has never meant that for me. As a life path 5, what life means to me is being at peace. What life means to me is like no confliction with my decisions. And today in particular, it was a lot of conflictions with what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do that. And also my partner, like it was like me doing that, like trying to figure out what I want to do and balancing that, and also her doing that. So it's like an energetic thing. And then I get online and then I see other people making decisions, and it's not going as planned for them as well. And who can control it? I mean, I definitely want to continue to keep on moving towards my dream. I get a lot of good insight, and that keeps me motivated because I can't complain. My seasons of not having days go my way is very limited. A lot of things do go my way, and I'm not going to be complaining or ever being victimized when I have to work for something, because I'm used to that. Let's see what the Three of Wands is talking about. It says, standing solidly on earth, you got your wands for support, and you're contemplating your plans. You're working hard and getting ready for the future. It's working. You got a solid strategy. So all you have to do now is put it into action. Quite interesting, because these came out together. So it's like continuing to move forward, because it's a solid strategy. I don't know if they're talking about YouTube videos or just my mindset of wanting to be more healthier and continue to get better. I'm happy to hear that this card is saying it's working, because sometimes you never know if it's working. I was listening to Flight Boss. If y'all don't know who Flight Boss is, who are you? I've been watching Flight Boss for over 6 years. But beyond that, uh the principle behind it is that he says that, like, if you're developing anything, it take at least 3 months for you to start to see if that was something worth it or not. And that's how I've been distinguishing, like, what would be correct or what would be not correct, just allowing it to play, because angels, I know, are putting me in predicaments that are necessary for my life. I already realized that at this point. I don't necessarily align things that I don't feel like are for me, or at least for my journey. But I haven't been doing, I think I'm just about to get to 3 months, maybe by the end of the summer, and we'll see where that leads, because these videos are for me, but it's not really for me. But I don't really know exactly what it will lead to, or the point of reference of the purpose, and things of sort like that. But these cards came out together, and we got the card of justice. This one was a clean cut fallout. So let's see. I like to hear justice, because I'm a fond believer in people get what they deserve, and people definitely get what they put out. And yeah. It says the choices we make shape who we are. Justice contemplative. Justice contemplative in her bright red robe like hope. Holds high the sword of choice. She does not treat her task lightly, and balanced scales indicate that she is weighing all her options before her. Justice seeks to uncover deep understanding of moral and ethnic truth. And once she's found the right path, she's ready to take action and use the sword. You have to take responsibility for every choice you make. If you drift through life without examining your choices and what they say about you and your values, you'll never be truly self-aware. You may find yourself treating others with dishonesty and unfairness. There may be a difficult issue that you need to examine, or a social responsibility you've been neglecting. It's time to stand up. It's time to do the right thing. So considering what the cards, the angel said energetically, all my cards align to me, but I'm also speaking for other people out there that don't have these cards, because these cards are manifested to me. I didn't have to buy them. But long story short, there's a choice. People work towards what they want. I work towards what I want, but there's also times when I'm like, ugh, I just don't want to do it. I just want to sit here and not have to worry about anything. Like, I just want blessings to come and not have to put the work in. Like, literally, I'm sure everyone feels that way. What this is saying is that there's a strong ground for good things to happen, but there's also a strong ground for you to give up on yourself. The choice is yours. I know I would never give up on my dreams. I know that at this point in my life, and like I said earlier, me examining just how everything has made me who I am, or put me in a certain type of predicament of knowledge or insight, or even just expression, being in this place to still have this channel to express myself, but also using it in this capacity, is so powerful. And sometimes I neglect that power. Sometimes I don't really tap in as full as I can. And just looking at these cards, it looks like someone that's beginning to be focused. It looks like someone that knows what they're talking about. It looks like someone that's getting what they deserve. So for people out there, whether you be earth angels or just a spiritual being, just tapping into deeper sides of yourself, I think there's a point of reference of you realizing that you have control over your life. I see a lot of people that make the decision to give their life away at 27 or whatever age, just being in this corporation called America. Just, you have to kind of abide by rules and obligations and laws and things of sort like that. But it's just hard to really appreciate the power the power that you obtain when you are so caught up in other things around you, like money, material, and things of sort like that. Judgment is gonna, for me, is gonna bring a sense of realization to know what really matters. And what matters to me, things that I've been working on, is believing in myself, building myself up to a being that is of resemblance to God, resemblance to the Most High, the ether, the positive light beings. So that's something that I definitely can work on a little bit more. But it's good to know that my mindset is going to push me in that direction. Like starting here first, it's going to definitely put you in a direction that is most motivating for you. And it's always going to be continuous steps. I really acknowledge that now at 27. I thought I would have been rich already. I thought I would have had everything that I desired already. And I feel like I'm literally just starting into that, because first I had to spend so many years acknowledging what would satisfy me, what would bring me into completion. And for one, I'm grateful to still be here to experience and to realize how slow things can be, because timing is such an unpredictable thing. But everything matters, everything adds up, even with schooling and how you treat that. I really think that me not really appreciating what was given to me and the opportunities that was presenting, and always feeling like there's going to be another form better, kind of put you in a place of always discovering, always trying to find more, always growing. And it's so beautiful, but it's also like, man, that's a journey that a lot of people don't have the capacity to continue to infiltrate. My bad, y'all. Yeah. I just, regardless of whatever path people choose, I do acknowledge the fact that at this point in my life, I've chosen the life that I want to live, and it's kind of all or nothing. I've said that before. I just want everyone to do things that's worth it, man. It's gonna be days where you really want to give up. It's gonna be days where you don't see the worth in it, you don't see the purpose in it. And I hate that people only see the purpose in things through other people seeking, giving, or through other people giving you the validation of what you are presenting. And man, these videos is not for that. These videos is not trying to tell anyone a divine answer, because I don't have it. I'm literally just presenting life every day and trying my best to make the best out of everything. But it just, sometimes life in the process of it could be so irritating. And maybe that's something I have to learn, just being patient. And even when I feel away, just trying to make the best out of the way that I feel. But one thing about my personality is like, when it becomes too much, it just makes me just, I don't know. But I've been down this path before, and I know that with this, I've already maintained something that could be built upon, and I definitely want to stand strong with that. I will hope that if you align to this video, that you remain strong with whatever you're building as well, and knowing that it's right, knowing that it's in the right timing, and all of this, like everything is for a reason, and the justice will come. You're prepared for it. But I love how this card has the balance, the scales, but also the sword in both hands, because I always want to make sure that I have a form of groundedness, but also a form of protection. That's so relevant. That's so important. Protecting the things that you've already obtained, and protecting what it is that you work for, because man, this is definitely a life like no other. And I don't know, this video is kind of like, it's going far, but it's for somebody. Maybe you just need to see the energy of someone that other people can say is someone to look up to. Man, I make decisions that other people will never make, and I make it with no hesitation. I don't know where it will lead, but I'm just grateful for every day that I still have life, because I remember I didn't think I would make it to 27. I didn't think that I would have the option to continue to be building myself at 27. And it's like, before 27, what was I really doing now? I think about that sometimes. But yeah, just hope that it is all worth it. And today I had a moment with my dog where it just really bothered me, because I had a journal that was gifted to me, and every time I would write, I've had the journal since I was probably like 21, so in the beginning of things, and I wrote down so many things in that journal, and I took my time to make sure that it was written perfectly in ink, so it was no error. It took every time I wrote in that journal, it was like a sacred thing. And my dog, on top of the fact that I went somewhere that I didn't need to go. I come home and my dog like tore up all of it, like tore it up till I couldn't even read what was on the books. So I know his intention behind that was to destroy it, and it was just like I don't even like that energy. Like that energy lingered with me all day because it's like I woke up feeling it before it manifested, but that representation of, what you're working towards not being shit to a dog or just people, period. It's just frustrating because you can give it all. Everything I do, I give my all to. So yeah, I'm taking it one step at a time and appreciating that is a process. But man, if somebody told you it was easy, it's not easy. But I'm gonna go and get some rest and recharge and definitely start back later because I know that my purpose is one that can be of influence. So that's why I do it. Even if it just influenced myself to see my true power, I've never seen that. So yeah, man, I hope that you guys can relate to it. I hope that you guys can gain from it. I hope that you guys can too recognize the crafts that you have and continue to move forward with that, regardless of the validation, regardless of if anyone even understands why you have to do it. Find something that's fulfilling for you because it's needed for grounding. That is the most important thing to me right now, is making sure that what I think makes sense for me. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.